Alright guys, check this out. This is a starter army for the new wargame, Dropzone Commander by Hawk Wargames. I pre-ordered these a while ago, or basically when I first found out about them. I thought they looked fantastic and decided, you know, I'll pre-order them, have a look at the miniatures myself, maybe do some painting videos, and then selling them on eBay basically to raise some money. And I figured this would be a good faction to pick. I like the walkers and I love the dropship designs. Each faction has certain models that I really like, but this one has the most types of miniatures that I really liked. I love the tanks for the other human faction, for example. The tanks for this one, they're okay, but I love the mechs and I love the dropships. I received this today. I thought I'd do a little bit of an unboxing video so you can see what you might be getting if you've pre-ordered this and haven't received yours yet, or if you're looking to maybe get some. I haven't seen any other videos or any unboxing on YouTube or anything like that yet, so this could be useful to some people. So the box is a bit battered. This was just an issue with the way it was posted. Basically, it's obviously been squished, but you'll see why that's not really an issue when I open up. I've already had a brief look today. Now, one thing that surprised me and I didn't realise was this. The box itself has a foam insert, which is very cool. It means that, in a way, I guess you could use this as a crude way of transporting your miniatures before you've even got a case or anything. One downside is that it's pretty hard to get back in the box once you've taken them out. But it's kind of cool. It's got some logos sort of cut into the foam. You can even take these out to make more space. So let's have a look at what's in it. So first of all, this is the thing that interested me at first because I didn't know what this was, but basically there's a whole deck of cards that I can only assume are used in the game. They seem like they're kind of like special actions, special things you can do. For example, what's this? Field repairs. The area is the sphere of influence around the unit, I guess. When to play it, what the target is, and what the effect is. A little bit of flavour text at the bottom. Now, these are kind of cool. This is an addition I didn't realise was or I probably just didn't read it. Didn't realise they were going to be included. But out of all the components in it, as we'll see, the card stock is a bit funky. It's the kind of card you would get on, say, a player aid. It's very shiny, very glossy, very laminated, has sharp corners rather than round cut. I think the intention is that you should probably sleeve these if you have to shuffle them, because these are kind of like, they stick to each other really well. I don't know if that's like a static thing or it's just just the way it's been laminated, but it was a kind of a nice addition really. I wasn't expecting it, so I'll put that back in the box. So now let's get on with the miniatures. So first of all, this little bag here has the 15mm soldiers. Now, I've not actually looked at great detail at these, so if you give me a second, let's open it up. So what do we have here? So these are the resin bases. They look pretty nice. I can't see really any defects. There's the little stub there that you can clip off. This one here seems to have a bit of a flashing, as you can see, but nothing to worry about. That probably break off actually really easy, but probably best to sand it. There's a bit on this one as well, but overall they're simple really. They're fine. Now the important thing is these guys. Let's see if I can get a good shot. I was not expecting this level of detail on such a small scale. I've never painted or handled 50mm soldiers before, so I don't know if this is the norm, but these look fantastic. There's a good bit of detail on these. And from the looks of it, each of these sprues are identical. So you've got 4 of them, which is pretty cool. Right, let's look at the next bag. This looks like some of the tanks. So again, it's got some good details. Very very thin, but I guess that's to do with the style of the game, low profile tanks and all that. There's a bit of flashing on this, but other than getting rid of that, it doesn't look like there's any sort of defects on the surface. There's another turret there. See what I mean? There's a bit of flashing around the barrel. Okay, and then I guess the tank they come in halves and they clip together. Let's see if we can get a good view of this. There we go. They look fantastic. The detail on this is really good. This is going to take washes really well in those recesses, and they're big enough and that you can do a couple of different techniques here. Oil washes will work quite well, pigments and all that as well. See, there's two little pegs there. They stick into the opposite side. As you can see, there's some holes there for them. They look like they'll go together really, really easily. So there's 2 tanks in that one. Alright, let's have a look at this bag. This looks like it has walkers. These little robot things. They look pretty cool. Right then, so there's all sorts of pieces here. It seems like some of them have broken off their sprue, so I hope that hasn't damaged the join. Here's one of the legs. Get a good shot of that. Look pretty sweet. So I guess 2 of those for each robot. There's some weapons here. So here's a well, I don't even know what kind of weapon this is, but whatever it is, it looks pretty badass. There's a this will be the lower torso, the part that attaches to the legs, and let's have a look at the main chassis for these. So there's a big knob sticking off this. But again, I can't look at that. That's pretty cool. Again, washes will just do wonders to those kind of parts. But I can't see anything. There's even a little minigun there, sort of embedded in the sculpt. That looks fantastic. Yeah, there's just a selection of parts basically in different weapons here. They look like they'll go together really, really well. Alright, the next bag. Okay, there's a bag of clear acrylic flight stands, and see those little nubs there? These things you attach to your dropships or fly models so that you can remove the main flying stand. You don't have to stick the flying stand to the model, and you don't have to worry about it wobbling at the join, so you can just insert the flight stand into these little clear parts here instead, which is kind of a nice touch. I won't bother opening them, they're only stands. Let's get to the main event. Dropship Commander miniatures, I guess the dropships. Now these, when I had a look before, just looked really cool. There we go. Okay. So let's have a look at this, the main piece here. So if I was going to see any sort of defects, it would be on these larger pieces, just like small bubbles and things and Mars on the surface and things. But look, even a little bit of sanding required, I think, on the nose there, if I can get it into focus. Come on. You know, let's do this instead. See, the nose there is a bit, it's got a bit of a seam on it, but you see those little details there? They're fantastic. So yeah, the quality of this resin really sort of surpassed what I was expecting. I've had some good resin miniatures and models in the past, and I have some really bad ones, and I wasn't sure how this was going to be. They said that they're really high quality and they're going to look really great, and there's going to be some good quality control, and it just shows. That looks brilliant. You can do some cool paint schemes, I guess, with this, with the different panels. So that's only one part of it. I guess this part would be the tail. It would go here. So just have a look at this. Don't know if you can see, but there's these really tiny little details there. Even the underside has some fantastic detail, even though you're not really going to see it. Yep, and I guess, well, these dropships are pretty simple. They've only got a few other components, and here they are. So these are just the engines. And look, even if you look inside, you can see the little details on the inside. Which is a really nice touch. Tricky to paint, I guess. Oh wow, that looks cool. So there's two of them. There's another bag here. I won't open that one. And in fact, sorry, there's three of them. There you go. So they're all identical. And finally, there's another bag of walkers here, and I believe these maybe have slightly different weapon loadouts. I'm not sure. But we won't bother opening them. So there you go. That's what's in the box basically. I'm pretty impressed with these, if I'm honest. So I will endeavour to try and get some more videos out, because I've not done really any videos since moving and dealing with life recently. So I'll try and get some videos together, because these look like they'll airbrush really well, and they'll paint up pretty quick, and you know, so I can get them out there, get them on eBay and what have you. Maybe raise some money so I can actually get some more for myself rather than for selling. Okay, until next time, guys. Anyway, take care. If you haven't checked them out, I'll put a link below in the description for Hawk Wargames website. And until next time, take care. Bye now.